make sure it's working and that I mute it before we begin. I'll be introducing you in just a second. I'm just going to make sure it's working, and I'll be introducing you in just a second. Great, we are live. Welcome to All Out Comedy Theater. We have some of you joining us today on Zoom, and we're also going live on YouTube. So this show is for you. We're going to base all our scenes and our games and our characters off of what your suggestions are. So suggestions basically are just an answer to any of the questions that we have, and whatever you say will inspire the show. And tonight, this afternoon, my name is Colleen Breen and I'll be your host. And we are very grateful to have a cast from our main stage cast today. So let's say hi to them and get to see who's with us today. Welcome RJ Hill.
Hello.
Welcome, Jim Hughes.
Hello.
Adrian Vasquez. Connor Allen. And Leila Carrillo. Great. So you can if you're here, you can either write in. We're going to practice what suggestions are. Just I'll give you an example of what that's like. So when I ask you as the host for a suggestion, you just shout out any answer. We'll shout out through your fingertips on your computer. So for example, if I said, let's maybe think about our favorite color, you would just write in your favorite color. Maybe it's blue. So if you're on, go ahead and write that now, either on YouTube or our Zoom here, what your favorite color is. And this is a great time to practice if you're with us, or if you're not yet, that's okay. And also, let's try another one. What is your favorite food? Maybe it's a hot dog, or maybe it's a hamburger, or maybe it's sushi. So to answer that, you would type that in on YouTube or Zoom. And I also have my messenger open too, for those that are not on those platforms. Great, and I'll be checking in if you have any responses on that platforms. Otherwise, I'll use my own messaging. So to get started, we're gonna do new choice. And to do that, I'm gonna have Jim, Connor, and Layla be in this scene. So the rest of the actors that are not in it will go away, and you'll see that there. You'll just see their names. So in new choice, we're just gonna improvise a scene for you. But at any point, I can say new choice, and the actor is going to have to take back the last line of dialogue they just said and say something completely new. So for example, if Jim was in a scene and he said,
I would just love to go to the park right now.
New choice.
I would love to go to the aquarium right now.
New choice.
I would love to go to the library right now and be very quiet.
And then I would just let it go if I stopped saying that. And now it's as we only heard that Jim wants to go to the library and we forget the park and the other ones. So I can do that at any time during the scene. And they will have to come up with something completely new that now will be in the scene as we continue. So to get our actors started, let's think of a reason for people to gather. Like it's graduation scene time. We're not allowed to gather right now, but if we were in real life, what would be a reason to gather? Or maybe on Zoom, like graduation, or a quinceañera, or, and let me go check right here. I have on my message, wedding. Your suggestion is wedding whenever you're ready.
Sorry, sorry the groom didn't show up.
Oh, that's okay. This happens a lot. What I can do is I can give you a refund. My friend Carl here can
Hey,
and then take the flowers and recycle them?
It's all the same.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep the flowers.
Oh, that's also fine. We figured maybe you might not want that kind of a memory inside your head.
yeah, well, if you decide later that you don't want the flowers, I'm happy to shred them up and into compost. That's my role here at this church as the wedding disposal facilitator.
Yes.
Jim, new choice of what you'll do to the flowers.
If you don't want the flowers, I'm happy to bake them into a big calzone.
Oh, you will enjoy the flower calzone is one of my favorite calzones.
Okay, I
People
definitely
say
don't
you
want
can't eat flowers, but you can.
Yeah,
No.
many flowers, very edible. So
I don't
good.
want flowers in a calzone. I'm going to keep them, and I'm going to cherish the memory of what I had before this all went wrong.
New choice, different reaction, Connor.
I'm gonna, you know what? I would love it if you did that, and I'd like to take some photos of it because I'm a food photographer and I have a food photo blog.
New
Ah,
choice.
No, don't do that. Flowers are living things, and I can speak to them through a psychic connection.
oh,
So don't do it.
Are you a flower? Are you in Greece? We had a flower intuitive.
Flower
Are you
intuitive. That's what I am. Yeah, I'm a
You're
Leila,
flower
new
intuitive.
choice of what country you're in.
I used to be in Turkey, and we used to have a flower intuitive. Is
New
that?
choice.
I used to live in Turks and Caicos, and we had flower intuitives. Is that you?
New choice.
I used to live just down the street on International and 59th. And that is where we had flower intuitive. Are you?
I mean, I've never lived at the corner of International and 59th, but I am a flower intuitive.
Oh,
And I'm a plant intuitive, also, and a tree intuitive. I can speak to things that grow in the earth. I can speak to them, and that's why I'm an intuitive.
oh. This is very interesting.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, would you like me to dispose of the bridal party as well?
Yes, there's so many people here in your bridal party. See this woman
Yeah.
behind me? She's just standing there waiting for the party to start.
I don't even know who that is. It's like a friend of my sister's, I think.
New choice of who that is, Connor.
I think that's a woman that I worked with at Starbucks in 2004 in Berkeley.
New choice.
I think that's the registrar at a study abroad program that I didn't even go to. I was considering going to it, and we met once, and I don't know why she's here.
It seems to me that you must have a lot of friends if you invite the registrar from a study abroad program you didn't even attend.
Or possibly no friends at all, and he's just kind of
maybe you're
spamming the contact list.
You know what? I have
shooting the
lots of
breeze.
friends. I have lots of friends, but you know what I don't have? A husband.
Wow.
Scene. We learned a lot. We loved a lot. That was beautiful. So welcome those that are joining us. Again, we are doing short form scenes and games for you today. If you're on YouTube or Zoom or a Messenger, every time I ask for a suggestion for the scene, you can simply type it in the comments or in the chat, and we'll use that for our show. So next up, we're going to do Rashomon. And to do that, let's get RJ, Adrian, and Layla back in the room. So Rashomon, just like the great Akira Kurosawa movie is, we will see a scene and then we'll redo that scene to flesh out each character's point of view to see how they interpreted that scene. But to start with, we need a base scene to inspire us. So for our base scene for our actors, let's start thinking maybe about a location that you love to go to or that you're currently going to a lot. Maybe like a park or a library in your house, or think about places maybe you miss going to, like a community pool. So let's see what we have here. Oh, and let's see. Oh, I have Taco Bell. Taco Bell as a suggestion. So whenever you're ready, Taco Bell.
Oh, thank God. I'm going to pound this gordita. I have the biggest overnight headache that you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, man, that was a crazy wedding, and you danced your face off, Dan. I really appreciate you getting this for me after I lost my wallet in that koi pond.
Joe,
This is delicious.
Joe, it's my pleasure to have you here and the after wedding glow. I've never been so tired. I've never done so many different things with bridesmaids before. It was truly eye-opening, and I'm glad that I can share the afterglow with you.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like bowling and darts. Crazy.
Yes, hi. I am the Taco Bell wedding concierge, and I just want to make sure that everything is tip top.
It's been amazing. Like we've been here all night, and it's still great. I didn't know you had an underground bowling alley or a water park hidden under this place. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
If you can just keep the chalupas coming.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the water is actually Baja Blast, so feel free to, if you get dunked under and you want to take a sip, it's
Oh,
on absolute
excuse me,
water.
just 1 second. Is it right over?
Dan, did you hear that? It's Baja Blast. The water's like full of Baja Blast. That's
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I almost drowned, but it was amazing.
Whew.
Yeah. So,
Scene. Great. That's how it is every time you go to Taco Bell. That's how it is for me. But great. So that was the scene, but we're going to see it from one of the actors' character's point of view. So when one of the actors are ready, they're going to pop up and tell you what their point of view was in that scene as that character. So whoever's ready.
I have several physical injuries that I'm trying to disguise and hide from anyone who might be I might be interacting with.
Great. So that's what's going to be the most important thing to RJ. And so let's see that scene through those eyes whenever you're ready.
Hey man, whoa, that was crazy last night, right?
So amazing. Thank you so much for coming and sharing the food with me.
Oh my god, dude, Matilda's wedding got crazy. Oh, I'm gonna go pick up my my order. I think it's down at the counter. Just gotta hopscotch across this little chasm.
No. You know what? Why don't let me get it for you.
Okay, yeah, go for it,
I
man.
have it right here. I have it right here for you.
Oh, let me reach and get that. If you know what, actually, just go ahead and put it on the table.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I just dropped my napkins. You mind getting those for me, man?
Oh yeah.
They're right there.
I'm gonna get. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh.
Oh.
You look like you're. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Just be very careful. The sides of the table are quite sharp.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
That was an amazing backflip you did at, into the pool of
Oh yeah,
Baja
I've done
Blast
that
last
so
night,
many
man.
times.
I can't believe you didn't like destroy yourself doing that.
It was.
I got it with my. Here's your napkin.
Oh,
Scene. Great. So that was RJ's character's point of view. So we're going to Rashomon that again and redo that scene through a different character's point of view. So whenever you're ready, we'll have our next actor tell you how that character was thinking in that scene. Whenever you're ready.
I love going to like parties and stuff with my friend Danny, but you know, every time like we go, he tells me about all this cool stuff that I missed at some other part of the party that he was at, and I just feel like I'm going to the parties and I still have FOMO.
Great. So we're going to see that where we're going to make that really important in the scene whenever you're ready.
Oh my gosh, that was the most amazing wedding I have ever been to.
Yeah, no, it's cool. There's chalupas. That's neat.
No, the lazy river, man. The
Yes.
lazy river.
The lazy river that has it's filled with ecto cooler.
Yeah, the lazy river filled with drinkable
Wait,
ecto cooler.
we're in a Taco Bell, man. The reception's been up here. Where have you been? What?
Underground.
Yeah, there's a second reception underneath that your friend requested that we
I was
set up.
wondering why there was just older family members up here.
Oh yeah, this is for like where all of the people who are super like low key and relaxed stand, but then you can go underground, or you could even go up on the roof and do some hang gliding.
Why didn't anybody? Was there like a program or a little map or something?
No,
Oh, you should have received an invitation inside the mail. Did you not receive an invitation?
No, I just got the Facebook invite, and then I got called up to double check that I was coming because they said I had an RSVP. But I said
Oh.
going on Facebook.
Oh, that's
Oh.
too bad because we also a few minutes ago just finished a performance by Dua Lipa.
What?
So much FOMO. Great. And lastly, we're going to see what was most important to Layla's character and redo that scene with her point of view.
I am an unabashed representative for Yum Brands Corporation.
Absolutely. And we felt that. Now let's see that. Redo that scene with Layla's point of view.
Hey man, that was great.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
of course. How could it not have been great when it was catered, performed, event coordinated, all by Taco Bell, a Yum Brands corporation?
That is an amazing hat that you are wearing. I mean, wow, it's like jutting right into me with yum on it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yes.
big. It's like
Yeah.
kind of in our personal space.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is what we like to call activated marketing. It is to remind you that Yum Brands is here for you during this momentous occasion.
Cool. I think we're just gonna finish our food here. But thank you so
As
much.
you're finishing your food, I'd like you to think about how Yum Brands makes you feel each time you consume one of our many products from our various family of restaurants. Taco
You know-
Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Long John Silver's, Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips.
Yeah,
I honestly love all of those.
Name branding is very important. That was Rashomon. Great. So we're going to move on. And you know what? We can never have enough movies right now. So you know what? We have our own directors that are going to make up brand new movies for you to watch. But before we get started, we need inspiration from you. We're going to make up that movie. So you can either type in on Zoom or the Messenger, what is a name, a letter in your first name? Great. Or a letter in your last name. So I see P and I see O. So P and O are going to be very important because our directors, I should tell you who our directors are. That's right. Adrian, Jim, and Connor are going to be our directors today. So Adrian, Jim, and Connor will be our special directors. That's right. They're not only improvisers, they direct movies. And you all are going to be the producers and decide who gets to produce it. I have a little applaudometer on my messenger, so I'm going to use that to determine which one is going to get chosen. So one at a time, they're going to pitch you their movie that starts with P and O. The first word will start with P, and the second word will start with O, and that will be the movies that they are going to present to you. So they will present to you their movies with P and O, and then we're going to review them and hear their tagline, and then we're going to get to vote for the movie we want to see the climactic scene to that we will play for you today. So for my directors, whoever, let's hear your movie pitch of movies starting with P and O. Whoever is ready may begin.
Yes, hello. I'm happy to present you my new film. We have a lot of classic stories in our pantheon. We have Little Red Riding Hood, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. And what do these all feature? Horrible monsters. But who are these monsters and how did they grow up? Well, we're going to follow 5 wonderful little monsters as they learn to love each other and find out, what their future is going to be as they're, living on a ranch, trying to figure out, what's coming up for me. So get ready to find out about the lives of pretty ogres.
Pretty Ogres. That's our first movie, Pretty Ogres. Now let's hear from our second director whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Pratt Johnson is a high school kid who needs to do some local jobs. He's shy when he talks to adults, but this summer he's going to have to step out of his comfort zone and let them know what he can do for their lawn. Will he be successful? And will he actually get into college? Find out in Pratt's Offer.
Right, that was Pratt's Offer. And let's hear from our final director, their movie pitch.
This summer, it's the action movie you've all been waiting for. Gary lives underground, and he also diagnoses patients and saves them from a silent killer. That's right. This summer, you'll follow Potato Oncologist in his adventures to fight cancer one fist at a time.
Great, Potato Oncologist. Great. So these are all blockbuster movies, but we could only pick one. So to review, let's hear our movies and their movie pitch, and let's start with our director, Jim.
This summer, in this coming of age story, we'll find out that green is the new orange, is the new black in Pretty Ogres.
Great. And let's hear our second one for the director, Connor.
Pratt's Offer. It's more than just an offer to cut your lawn. It's an offer to get to know Pratt. Pratt's Offer.
Great. And let's hear our last movie pitch with Adrian.
Potato Oncologist. This summer, your sickness is getting mashed.
Great. So those are all three of our movies. And in just a second, I'm going to ask you to use your little hand wave thing in my messenger, and you're going to vote for the one you want most. And I'll look for the most hands clapping. And that's how we'll know which one we're going to see. The climactic scene to. So do your little clappers if you want Pretty Ogres. Pretty good. It's a silent clapping. Do a little clap if you want Pratt's Offer. Let's get to know Pratt. That's pretty close. And let's see, put those hands, those virtual hands together if you want Potato Oncologist. Wow, there's a lot coming on here. It's pretty close, but it looks like I have the most for Pretty Ogres. We bring to you the climactic scene to Pretty Ogres, coming to a movie theater near you soon. Let's see that now.
Hey, you should ask that ogre out on a date.
Really? You think I should? I mean, she's very pretty, but she's also an ogre. Oh, well, here goes nothing.
Go for it.
Hey, want to go on a date?
Yes. That was my quest, to get someone to go on a date with me. And then we'll become betrothed, and then we'll go on a quest to retake my father's stolen kingdom. Are you in?
Well,
Do it, dude. Do it.
oh, come on. I just slayed 3 dragons this week. Can I really handle another one?
I think so.
Men are so disappointing.
Oh,
Romance relationships come in every species. Great. That was movie pitch. So we're going to move on to Town Hall. And Town Hall, we're going to have all of our actors here are going to be a character in our Town Hall. But first, before we begin, we're going to ask you for another suggestion. Either write it in here in the Zoom or go ahead and write it in my messenger. What is a town that's made up? It's not a real town. For example, Unicorn Rainbowville, or Cookie Town, or Beavertail Town, or the City of Presidents. So whatever you want to put in there, go ahead and put it in there. And I see, I see the first one I see is Sandyville. Sandyville is our town. We're going to have our town hall. Now think about Sandyville. What's a problem that Sandyville would have? Something related to Sandyville. And I have here, let me go look here. There's too much sand. Of course, there's too much sand in this town. It also means there's too much ocean front too, because there's a lot of sand there. So that might become part of it too. So I'm going to be your mayor today. I'm going to host the town hall meeting. One at a time, we're going to get to know these people that live in Sandyville and whether they're for keeping the over excessive sand in Sandyville, or we need to do something about it. And this is too much sand. We got to get rid of it. So we'll be debating that today. And at the end, we'll vote whether we want to keep the too much sand or we want to get rid of it. So we're going to open our doors to the town hall, and one at a time, our neighbors will enter and we'll get to know them and how they feel about this very important subject. So go ahead, take your seats, and whenever you're ready, I open the floor up for this official town hall meeting to Sandyville. Whenever you're ready. Yes, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Krabby Krabson, and I just want to let you know that I don't understand why we're having this meeting. There's plenty of places for me to burrow.
So it's all about you. We're not thinking about the sand. It's very profitable.
Well, you can consider the environment, I suppose. I live there.
It's true. It's your home. I was not being apathetic. Yes. I have Pratt over there. Yes. Please introduce yourself, Pratt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pratt's my son. I'm Renee, and I'm allergic to sand. And my son Pratt just graduated from high school, and he's available to do yard work if anyone needs him to.
Oh, and so you don't have your own computer. You have to use your son's computer.
Yes, embarrassing, but yes.
It is a little embarrassing. Oh yeah, let's get to know Peter Berger. Yes, please introduce yourself and how you feel about this.
Yes, hello. I own the burger stand downtown, and I'm getting too much sand in my burgers, and my customers are suing me into the dirt, or should I say, into the sand.
It is interesting, Peter, that the sand is going all the way into a burger shop. Do you know how it's actually getting into your burgers?
Yes, we keep our doors open because we want our customers to come inside. Unfortunately, the constant sandstorms that are happening because of too much sand are blowing the sand into our burgers, and to a lesser extent, our hot dogs, but we prepare our hot dogs in a separate facility off-site.
That's good to know. No more mixing different kinds of meat. That's sinful in Sandyville. Let's get to know Boggs.
Yeah, it's me, Boggs. I'm for the sand because I'm tired of being at sea. I spend too much time at sea, and now it's time for me to retire and take some sun, some vitamin D. I'm very pasty, as you can imagine. Now it's time so I want more sand.
Honey, come back to the boat.
No, I'm done. I'm done with the boat. Jake.
No, come on.
I'm done with
back to
the
the
boat.
There's too much sand here. Look, they're complaining about it.
Jake, I don't want to make a scene about this, but I have a little bit of seasickness. Okay, I get ill on
You're sick of the sea? If you're sick of the sea, you're sick of me.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is probably something you want to take care of in couples counseling. I don't know if this is the proper venue for this conversation.
You know what the proper venue is? A burger restaurant.
I'm actually a licensed couples therapist. If you'd like to, if you need, you feel like you need to do some work. And my son Pratt is a high school graduate. What's that?
Yeah, I do feel that way. I do feel like we need some work. Boggs and I, our communication has been going downhill ever since we pillaged that small village off the coast of Maine.
Remember to start with I feel statements. Start with I feel statements and email me. We can make an appointment. And
I
also my
feel
son Pratt is available for
abandoned.
yard work.
I live alone, Boggs. All I'm saying, if you want a place to stay, I have a burrow.
That might be nice to try and find myself alone.
Oh, so this is a breakup.
What?
I have
Are
a
you
burrow.
running away from the crustacean?
I feel like this might be a breakup.
Ah!
Oh dear. Peter Berger. Do you think they're gonna make it, or you think this is it?
I mean, I deal with breakups all the time, specifically breaking up all the frozen hot dogs from one another in the offsite facility where I prepare them to avoid the sand.
Right.
50% of marriages end in divorce, and 50% of my son Pratt's offers for yard work are accepted.
It sounds like you really want to get rid of your son out of the house, Renee.
I want to get him working, and I want him to learn about how work works.
Well, I might be living with Krabby soon, so I might need an assistant.
Great. Well, let's put it to the vote and see, so we can move on to our next subject. For those to keep the excessive sand in the town, may I hear the yays?
Yay, 2 claws, yay.
And yes, hurrah.
Oh, okay. And we need to do something about this sand. Let me hear the nays.
Nay,
Nay.
I'm
and
allergic.
We shouldn't count crabs in a vote. Crabs don't pay taxes.
I'm sorry. It's a spectrum, Mr. Berger, of crabs and humans. It is a spectrum. I think we're gonna need a tiebreaker. One leg Jake, you are the tiebreaker. What do you think? Yay or nay? I know your heart's broken right now, but we really need you.
My son Pratt can vote if you need him.
It's me calling in from the sewer. I just vote. I need Boggs back in my life. I'm sorry I got mad.
Okay.
It's
Jake,
not the same down here.
So the nays have it. We're getting rid of the sand to save their relationship.
You did this.
Huzzah.
You did this to spite.
Did I get it back?
Well,
No.
Boggs can't live with me. We've got no place to live.
And town hall adjourned. See. Great. We have one last short form scene for you. This is called freeze tag. Again, all the actors are going to be in this. So how we're going to do this is 2 actors will be doing a scene together. So for example, say RJ and Connor were in a scene. And say they were just talking and moving around. At any time, I can yell freeze. And if I yell freeze, I'm going to say who I want to take over. So if I want to take over RJ, I would say freeze RJ. And I would take his exact same position and start a brand new scene with Connor justifying this position. Maybe I'll be like, hey, we're at the disco. Or look up in the sky. That's a cloud. So I'm going to each of the actors will be justifying their position they're taking over, or with emotion to start a brand new scene. So we're going to start with freeze tag. And I'm going to ask for a suggestion for 2 people to start this. So let's think of how about a relationship? How do 2 people know each other? Rather, maybe it's like 2 best friends in kindergarten. Maybe it's a mom and a son. Maybe it's a nurse and a patient. And so think about that. I'm going to look at my messenger, and I have, I have first date. Your suggestion is first date. Any 2 people can begin.
Sorry, I was late to the date. I intentionally come late as a way to make you think that I'm not interested, but I really am interested. I'm just insecure.
It's totally fine. I'm fine alone or with others. You are perfectly okay.
Interesting. So you want to make a romantic connection, but you don't need to. That's very
Correct.
attractive.
I am perfectly stable. I have my snifter of wine, and I am totally fine.
Or maybe that's just what you want me to think.
Oh, well, yes. Let me pour you some.
You know, the fact that you need alcohol to relax indicates insecurity. But the fact that I keep pointing out what's wrong with you indicates that I'm afraid to look at myself.
I'm perfectly secure. Everything about me is indicating that I'm perfectly secure.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
I think I'm in love with you.
You
Was
have
that too
brilliant
much
eyes.
too soon?
No, you have brilliant eyes.
Okay, that was just creepy.
Sorry, I'm perfectly secure.
Freeze.
Well,
Tag out RJ. So as you hold the towel over your arm like so, you are a perfect maitre d'. I was trying to teach you how to do it, but you're a natural. God,
I'm ready for my first customer.
I'm a fraud. I'm a
What?
fraud. James, you're capable of maitre d'-ing at a professional level. This is your very first maitre d' class. What have I been studying my whole life?
Is this part of the training, or are you having an existential crisis?
It's the latter. I think I need a glass of wine.
Please. Tag out Connor. It's the pandemic beard. It's grown so much faster than I thought it would.
Oh, mine has grown even longer. Oh, but
Oh.
very thin. Mine's very thin.
Oh my gosh, you can let me just twist that for you. There. Now you have pandemic dreads on your beard. Perfect.
Oh, it's kind of like it goes over.
Yes. Yes. Well, you want to keep it around your bulge.
Freeze. Tag out RJ. So you're just gonna twist off the pickle jar top, just like this. And now you've got yourself some pickles.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers. You know, that's how I tell all of my employees here at Peger Burger's Burger Emporium to open pickle jars. To really, you actually strain your joints less doing this sort of, movement. Oh, you're eating the pickles.
What were we supposed to do? I'm sorry. I'm not good at on-the-job training when there's food involved. I lose focus really fast.
Clearly not. That's not how you
Freeze.
eat a.
Tag out Adrian. We're trying to hunt.
Hunt what?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, hey.
What?
I don't want to kill anything.
Well, okay, just consider wounding something then.
Oh, can I wound? I'm gonna wound a tree. Is that okay?
No,
I got RJ.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
So that's it? This is how you just start a fire? You just like poke it a couple times and then just hope for the best?
Yeah, the key is, the key is to really make sure the wood is dry before you poke.
Okay. I just feel like this is not substantial enough for me to really truly receive my survivor's badge.
Well, you're not the first person to complain. Look, scouting is a dying art.
Excuse me? I'm
Oh,
a
I
scout.
did it.
Oh, now Bobby looks like he's on fire.
I'm a scout who made a mistake.
Oh,
Wait,
You guys got any water?
Oh.
Wait, but no, let's get some of that fire while we can.
Put the fire out.
This is our only chance, but I will put it out, but first we're gonna get some of the fire off of you, and
What
so
if
we can
he's
actually eat tonight.
dying?
Come cry on me. Cry on me.
No, it's fine.
Someone cry on me.
I'm so happy. I'm not crying.
You can't just let him die in the woods.
Layla and Connor.
Oh gosh. Uh.
Ow.
Yeah, got
Ow,
you.
what do you think you're doing? What? What is that about?
You were gonna attack me, weren't you?
Ah. Well, no, I wanted to nibble.
Look, the villagers always say, beware the talking snow leopard.
What? That's stupid. They don't know anything. Come on, just let me nibble on your finger.
No, I don't want you
Fingers.
to do that. These are my
Oh,
fingers.
Man. Ah.
Freeze. Tag out Jim. Oh my gosh, aren't you just the cutest, lovable? I'm going to adopt you.
No way, Carol Baskin. You are not going to take this tiger from me. This is my tiger.
I'm going to adopt this tiger and I'm going to take it home with me and I'm going to love it and worship it and everything.
I
Come
will not
here.
allow it. I will not allow it, Carol Baskin. You have stolen all of my tigers. Every single one of my tigers. And this tiger's a man. Hold on. Hold on.
That was Freesack. Thank you so much for joining us. This was our first all ages show, and we're going to be doing this every other week. So, yeah, All Out Comedy is slowly going to be offering some more stuff online the times. So we'll be alternating. We'll be here every Sunday at 3 p.m. with rotating cast from our cast. So next week will be for adults. So, and then the week after that will be for your kiddies. So feel free to come to this one. This one's going to be fun for the kids. And the other one, it's maybe a little bit more funner for the adults. So before we say goodbye, I want to
Jim
say
and Adrian will re-enter the atmosphere next week, so don't worry.
yeah. And for those adults out there, if this looks like fun, it is, and it's silly. We're actually going to start doing classes online starting tomorrow. So if you want to check that out, feel free to check out our website, alloutcomedytheater.com. And let's lastly say goodbye to our wonderful cast here, starting with RJ.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining.
And Connor, who's also known as Renee.
I'm Pratt, and I'm available for work.
Yeah, so contact Pratt and Adrian, who's in space.
Hey, take care, everyone. See you next week, maybe.
Oh, and his partner in space, Jim.
This is where we make the hot dogs.
And Layla.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you so much. And we hope to entertain you again. And be well, be safe, be loved. We'll see you soon. Bye.